Hey scrappers, it's Vanessa, and today I am going to do a quick layout share. I'm hopefully going to find a better balance in the month of March. I will say that if I was going to pick or should have picked a word for this year, I think my one little word should have been balance, because I'm struggling to find some. Just everything, life in general has just been crazy. And with kids and homeschooling and working full time, life is crazy, and getting to get in my scrap room and actually finding the motivation to scrapbook at night and then get videos put up and things like that, yeah, just hasn't happened this last month. So I apologize that my channel has been so quiet with videos. I have 2 that went up on the Crafty Maven, and then I had 1 or 2, I think, go up on my channel this month. But again, it was really quiet, and so I'm hoping to find a way to get better balance this month and get a few more things out. I did manage to get a few things done in my scrap room, but you'll even see what I created this month, and I may show you what I did last month that I didn't get to film. I didn't, certainly for the month of February, get a whole lot done, so I'm going to go through these pretty fast. These first couple here are all using the kit that I put together for the month of January, which was in my kit or kitted up video on the Crafty Maven. So I will have the link to that below if you want to see everything that was in this kit. And then I'll show you real quick what I have left. I didn't pull out all the embellishments, but I pulled out the things that I used the most. So this was one of the layouts, and there is a video for this one, so I will not go into detail. And this one was for the Crafty Maven. And this one here as well, this was the first one I did, and it was also for the Crafty Maven. This was the one that at the beginning I showed the kit, and then this is the layout that I created with that kit. This layout here, again using the kit, and this was for my monthly celebrations blog hop that I'm a part of. And so there's this one. So these first 3, there were videos for all of them. And so I will link those below as well, just in case you want to go back and see how these layouts came together. Now these 2 here are layouts that I was able to create at the Secret Not Secret online scrap party for the Kit Club, and these are 2 of the layouts that I got done. I only actually got 3 things completed for that, so this was one of them. Again, I pulled from that kit, did a stencil with some mist in the background, and then really this one just has a little bit of paper, and most of this is embellishments that came from that kit. So again, I'm using up what I pulled for that January kit. And there wasn't a process video for this, so if you do have questions, just let me know, but it's pretty simple. I mostly let the sprayed background do most of the work for me on this one, and very minimal embellishing. So there's that one, and then the other one that I did that was a layout was this one of my daughter. It's called You Make Me Smile, and again I'm using up some of the paper that I had in my kit. I have a doily and some stickers layered up here, some wood veneer. So all of this again came from that same page kit, or not page kit but stash kit, and I kind of just made a couple of clusters in a diagonal and then put my picture on a vertical sort of stack of papers. And yeah, I like how this one came out. I've been definitely into this vertical design lately. You'll see that in a lot of my layouts. But that was the other one that I created for the scrap party. And then the third one that I created for the scrap party was actually in my traveler's notebook. And it's for, this is the trip that we took in November of this last year, or of last year, to Disney. And so this is just a page in there. The challenge had been to use a black and white background, so I had this very busy paper, and so I put this one together with a couple of pictures. This whole book is using the, what is it, Echo Park Disney line. And so this one is very themey. I don't do a lot of themey scrapbooking, but for this little traveler's notebook, it's pretty themed with a lot of these papers in it. And so those are what I created in this month. Oh, I have one other one, which I will show you here. And hopefully there's not too much of a glare. I'll take out the layout first. But this layout was created with one of the page kits that I put together in January. You saw, if you watched my 2 videos, which I'll link below as well, if you watched my 2 videos that had the page kits that I put together that were basically scraps, and then I would put a solid cardstock and a white or a piece of colored cardstock with the page kit, and I ended up grabbing one of those for just a random layout that I was creating when I had a few minutes. And so I pulled this layout together using one of those page kits. And so here is how it turned out. And I actually had signed up for, layout a day. That's what it was. So I had signed up for that in February, and this is the only layout that I actually got done. So I have all the challenges that came out every day, which I'm glad I have these page kits because some of them I can use for those challenges. So I'll probably go back and do those challenges as well, since I have some ideas that came from some of those challenges. And so this happened to be one of them, and so I actually didn't film it. I just grabbed a page kit and did the challenge using this photo, and this is of my parents. And so yeah, so this is one of the page kits that I showed. So I thought I would show you the layout, and then here is what I had left from the papers that I pulled for, and most of these were scraps. Actually, all of these are scraps, I should say. So this is all I have left. So we'll see if I put these pieces back in my stash. That one's going in the garbage for sure. These 2 will probably go back in my stash because they're obviously larger and I can definitely use those again. I'm not so sure about those ones, but that is one. And technically I could make even another layout out of this, adding a little bit more to it, but maybe I will keep them all together, all my scraps together, and see if I can come up with another layout or 2 after all of my page kits are done. But that is what I had left. Now I will show you real quick just a few of the things that I had left that I had put in that January stash kit, just so you can see what I had left. So the 2 main sticker sheets that I pulled was this one from, I believe it was Notes and Things, maybe? But I had this one, and then I had this Maggie Holmes. And I did a pretty good dent in getting some more of these used up. There's definitely still some more I can use, so they'll just go back in my stash. These were the main letter stickers that I used. This one's pretty well done. There's a few more words I can get. This one, I have a couple of vowels left, so I might be able to knock out something, maybe. We'll see. I don't have very much left. And then this alpha, I still have a few, definitely, that I can get a few more titles out of this one. So those were the alphas. I used some of these puffy green hearts. A few of these little labels I have left on this sheet. I used quite a few of these stars, but a few left to go. And then of these sticker sheets that are super old, these ones I actually used the flowers on that layout that you saw that had the sprayed heart stencil in the background. I used these as the cluster flowers. So I was glad to actually get a few of these put on a page. And then from papers, here is what I have left. These are all the small scraps of papers that I pulled for that kit. So a lot of these small ones will just go probably in the garbage. And then for bigger size scraps, I have these pink ones. I have this sort of kind of like a chevron green. I have the stripe. I have a little bit of the plaid. And then full sheets, I have this polka dot paper, this one piece of cardstock, and this one grid paper. So obviously all of that I will be keeping, and these larger scraps will definitely go back in my scrap bin. And I will go through and probably get rid of the smaller pieces of those before I put everything away. But that is what I created with my my February stash kit. So there is that. And then I will do just a very quick, I'm not going to go into any detail on these. If you want any information on any of these layouts, just leave me a comment below. I'll be happy to go over anything in more detail on another video, but I don't want this to be super long. But I created, these were back in January, and I didn't get a chance to do a share, but I created all 8 of these layouts that you're going to see with my January hip kit. So if you do want to see any of these, or if you want to see what was in that January hip kit, I should say, you can go to the hip kit website to see that. And these all came from that kit. I think a couple I made in the beginning of February actually, but it's all from that one kit. And so these are the layouts that I created. So I have this one with my son. And again, I'm not going to go into a huge amount of detail. I have this one here with the butterflies. I actually was able to catch the butterfly as it was getting pollen from, or drinking from one of the flowers. So that was pretty cool. Sorry about the glare a little bit on the photos. So a lot of this kit had the Pink Fresh collection in it. And so that's primarily what most of this is from. I did pull in a few things from my stash, but most of it, all the white cardstock and things came from my stash. But the majority of the things were from the kit. I did on this one use my Vicky Bouton stamps and some Distress Oxide ink, but all the other, like the labels and the tags and these little hearts, all of those came from the kit, as well as the sequins came from the kit, these frames, and then a picture of my daughter and my mom. So super cute. I threw in a Christmas layout. This one here was actually using some pieces from the kit, and then some of the papers were actually also from a hip kit, a Christmas hip kit from like 2016, which was this background paper. This snowflake paper that's in the very background, that was from the kit, but this wood grain was from the 2016 kit. This journal card was from this current January, whereas this gray paper I believe was from the 2016, as well as this plaid. So there's a mixture. These stickers were from the current kit, the 2019 January kit. And so yeah, a good mix in this one of both an old hip kit and a new hip kit. So I like how this one turned out, just a picture of our Christmas tree. That was back a couple years ago now. This one is a picture of my daughter, and she was so little here. This one here I took and created a shaker out of 2 of the chipboard frames that were in the kit. And then my title is using one of the ephemera pieces that are also from this kit. And in the background, I just took some watercolor and painted some stripes in a vertical. I did add the cardstock, both the white and this green, but all of the pattern papers came from the kit, and these gold puffy stickers, as well as this puffy sticker that I stuck on the outside of the frame, is from the kit, and these little yarn bows. So again, you can see everything that was in the original kit if you go to the hip kit website and take a look at the January kit. Oh, I did add that doily though, that was from my stash. So super cute. This was a fun kit. I was able to get a lot of variety in my layouts, both feminine and masculine sort of layouts. I was able to create a good combination with this kit. And this one here is my daughter and my husband. And this is actually a photo taken at Disney, but I'm not actually talking about anything Disney related. It's just really about their relationship. And so this one here is using a piece of the pattern paper that I cut the center out and used it again in the middle of the layout. Did my journaling on some vellum. Used some more of those chipboard frames and some more embellishments from the kit. I believe that these sequins were actually from my stash, but everything else, including the puffy stickers, are all from the kit. So super cute. If you have any questions about anything in detail, just let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. And then last, I have this one here of my little kitten. This is my Flash. That's his name. And he was playing with his toy. He was only a baby here. And so I did a little bit of stenciling with some, I believe this was a little bit of texture paste in the background. And then I basically fussy cut a few flowers from some of the pattern papers and Project Life cards. Used some ephemera pieces. Added a little tag that has my journaling on the back. These little envelopes or little pockets were part of the kit. And so with that, that was what I created in addition to the videos and things that you saw go up on my channel in January. These were the other layouts that I did not get a chance to film, but I also created in the month. So with that, I'm going to cut this video and be on the lookout. I am going to show you two sort of page kits that, or not page kits, but kits that I put together to use this month, as well as I will have my January hip kit, or not January, my February hip kit that I plan to use as well. So fingers crossed that I can find some balance and get some layouts up on my channel this month. I will have two for the Crafty Maven and my monthly celebrations, but again, fingers crossed, I'm going to hopefully get a few more up on my channel. So I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.